Yo, Cancer, what's going on? Hey, it's your guy, Antenna Oracle here, doing a mid-monthly reading for you guys. If you're new to my channel, I do not have any private readings currently available, as I'm still just trying to get this channel established. It'd be greatly appreciated if you'd leave any likes, comments, shares, or subscribes for the channel, as it will help me grow and get out there for more people to see. Plus, it's just good karma, right, guys? With that being said, the last video was about a half hour in length. I am cutting down the time and trying to increase the quality. It looked like there may have been some audio issues and intermittent cutouts. I think I've gotten that taken care of by just bumping up the frame rate in which things are being processed here. With that being said, I do not read any reversals, as I already draw from 4 different decks. I feel like that leaves for a pretty clear message and is kind of just unnecessary for the entire process. Whatever message they need to come out will come out, and I give them a lot of different variations since I'm using 4 different kinds of decks for their message to come across. With that being said, the last message was kind of a little bit on the heavier side. It was in relation to kind of a past life connection that maybe we had to stand up to in order to progress onwards. I am a Cancer myself, so I definitely related with the message, and I feel like a lot of the people that are on my wavelength are probably going to be in a very similar place as far as the Cancer readings go, because most of my Cancer readings do somewhat depict things that are currently going on in my life. And I'm just not going to have any control over that, right? So, shit. Alright, so with that being said, I've been trying to keep the readings between the 10 to 15 minute mark for these mid-monthly readings, and I'll probably just stay to that from here on out unless I start having people ask me to increase the time. If you do want longer readings, feel free to leave that in the comments, and I will see kind of how many people will message and say something similar to that and go from there. Alright, so we have the 8 of Wands and we have the Hermit. The 8 of Wands and the Hermit at the bottom of the deck really talk about this long period of introspection that we've been waiting for some sort of communication to come in. This communication could have caused us a lot of anxiety, and it would have been from a person from our past, potential soulmate energy. This could have caused some sleepless nights, restless thoughts. This could really be affecting your personal day-to-day life even, as it's something that's probably weighed on for quite some time. To me, Cancer, this is something that's more in the past, or has been like recent past, and it's definitely about an old love connection, okay? With that being said, we have the Hangman and we have the Queen of Swords. So this talks about this long period of waiting and going through this period of patience with this person that's just been totally emotionally cut off from us. They've kind of been more in their head and less in their heart, and this may have been why they haven't been able to communicate. It's because they're just not in an emotional space, and since we're such emotional creatures, they may have not been ready to open the door. What we have here is the Death and the Tower card. 2 pretty heavy energies obviously coming through. This talks about the closure and something chaotic coming in to play a part to this closure. To me, Cancer, this probably is either the communication finally coming in and us being able to close out this chapter while it may be very disruptive. This could also be the end, or for some Cancers, this may be the end of not having this communication, the end of the silence, and this being a sudden disruption in your life, where this person probably has been a very disruptive force in the past for you. All of a sudden, they're coming back, and this could stir up some old emotions, old feelings, uncertainty to everything like that. We have the Princess of Pentacles with the World. This talks about an offer coming in, probably in the form of communication here. Some sort of 3-dimensional offer coming in, and this being a new chapter in your life because this offer comes in. Whether you take it or decline it, either way, it's still going to mark a new chapter in your life. You're going to notice that things are just going to be different. This may have been the closure that you've been waiting for. This may have been the relationship offer or the emotions that you've been waiting for someone to finally come in with. Something along the lines of that. We have the Five of Cups with the Four of Pentacles underneath that. And this talks a lot about being stuck in the past, kind of dwelling over that. And that's something that we've been holding on to, some sort of experience, some sort of hurt, some sort of past potential third-party situation that we've dwelled on, and we just don't even see the two cups that are being offered behind us. This tells me that there is a relationship potential for the future here, as once we've kind of let go of what's happened in the past and decide to move beyond it. Once we're capable of doing that, I think that this is going to be one of the things that really helps close out this entire chapter. And it's something that we all need to be focusing on letting go of, letting go of things from the past that we've been holding on to, letting go of anxieties and stresses that no longer serve us, that don't, dictate or depict what would be our best future, because what we put in our mind is what's going to be breeding out to conscious reality, and it really just makes for oftentimes a very unpleasant, existence on this planet when we're stuck dwelling in an old emotional connection that probably wasn't really what was potentially meant for us in the first place. Now, some Cancers may very much be in a place where they are feeling that they close out that, and this may all be from the past here. Let's get some clarification. All right, Cancer. Sweet. So, ending energies, 8 of Swords with the 9 of Swords. So this is again some pretty heavy stuff going on here. A lot of Cancers have probably been feeling like they've been stuck and trapped in this place of like, how do I get over this person? How do I get them off my mind? How do I get around the entire idea of us ever being back together? Communication coming in, receiving closure for the connection that was, right? Something that we probably sat there and we wished truly and heavily and highly on for it to just play out and to work out, and it just never ended up happening for one reason, one form, one shape, whatever, and this is all about breaking that cycle. The breaking of the cycle talks about us stepping in to a place where we're using our heads over our hearts, right? We're going to be logical, we're going to be driven, and it's time to potentially cut this situation out. Because I feel like a lot of Cancers are in a place now where they've realized that this is coming, they've had time to digest, they've had time to process all the energy and the emotion of what it would look like, what it would feel like, and to me it's just, we're over it. We're totally just over it. We're beyond the idea of it coming in. Even though this offer may look good, it's almost like justice is finally here. The karmic lesson is come, and you go like, hey, you know what? This is how you treated me in the past. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm beyond it. This isn't for me. You've had plenty of time to prove yourself that you were something other than what I thought you were, and all you did was prove me more and more and more by this lack of communication, by this stagnant period of keeping me stuck, that you're not really what was meant for me, because who I'm looking for would not do that to me. So, after some time of thought and meditation and feeling it out and everything like that, it's time to make the move and make the cut. And this could lead to a lot of chaos and some inner turmoil where you're questioning really whether or not you've made the right choice by cutting this person out. I think emotionally a lot of us have probably already gotten to the place where we know that that's what we want to do, where we're just done with this situation, right? We're just over it and ready to move past it. But once it finally comes in, it's going to be like this thing of like, but I have what I wanted from the past. It's a potential. It could be real. Is this person bullshitting me? Or am I just going to get more of the same? And we realize that it's time to let it go and move beyond it. And in doing that, we open this new chapter, right? We open this new chapter to manifest in new love. New love, right? And that's what we want. We want somebody that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for us, that's going to actually fill the roles that we want, someone that's going to treat us the way we want to be treated, show us the respect that we know we've deserved, because we've taken so long to heal and go through these times of isolation and aloneness to really feel the depths and the despairs and learn the lessons and learn that we have self-respect, learn everything that you've gone through, all the lessons that you've been forced to learn, and by no means were any of these easy lessons. We have 2 Nines of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords over here. You know, this has been a long time of feeling trapped in these lessons. You know, just like, shit, dude, when is this gonna fucking end? You know, when can I get this person off of my mind? When can I move on to this, you know, new place to being ready? And this ending thing here is us finally being out of this dwelling energy. We're done. We're emotionally walking away because we know and we can see that our harvest is here. What's been waiting for us, what's been promised for us, is right around the corner. And for some people, this may be walking away only to turn back and end up with this person, you know, and having to just show that you're willing to walk away in order to be back with this person. You know, to get that level of self-respect, that level of self-importance, showing your own value. Like, hey, I don't need this connection. I am happy on my own. You are only here to add to my happiness. If you don't add to my happiness, see you the fuck later, right? Bye. I'm done. And if you can add to my happiness, if you're going to be what's in my best interest, then cool, I might go for it. But if you're not going to be what's in my best interest, peace the fuck out. I'm not playing no more roller coaster games. I'm not dealing with none of this more childish, immature bullshit, which is what's being represented here in the fucking Page of Pentacles, because this is the page, you know? This is the immaturity. It's almost an immature offer. The Ace of Pentacles talks about like a real offer. So there may have been 2 different offers where they try and offer you less than what you really deserve, and ultimately you come back and they're like, hey, actually, you know what, you're right. I should have known that you were never going to accept that shit, not after everything. And they try and present you with a real offer. And they're still met with justice. So whatever that is, whether that be you going like, hey, you know, this has got to balance out the karmic scales. You got to do this, and this. And that's the only way I'm going to ever accept this Ace of Cups. And I got to see it, you know, see it to believe you even. You know, money where your mouth is kind of thing. That's what's going to bring in this harvest here, okay? Cancer, if you've been seeking advice or guidance, I hope this helped. This is Antenna Oracle out. And please leave a like on the video. It's good karma and it helps the channel grow. Thank you.